Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making Wash's Wife soup from the Firefly Cookbook. The ingredients that we're going to need are 1 large potato that I've peeled and cubed, 1 leek that I've cut in half lengthwise, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of peas, 2 tablespoons of a white miso paste, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 cups of vegetable broth, and to finish it we're going to need 3 tablespoons of heavy cream and some Zaatar seasoning. And that's it. So our first thing that we need to do is get our vegetables ready to go into the oven. Alright guys, so I've got a parchment lined cookie sheet here that I'm going to go ahead and just transfer my leeks over to, as well as my garlic cloves, and I'm going to dump my potatoes over on this side. I just like to keep them all separated. I think it works better for me, but if you want to mix them all together, you know, feel free. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and toss these with the olive oil, and I'm just going to start by drizzling some of it over the leek and my potatoes. And then last, our little garlic cloves, and I think the leeks are probably going to need the most there. And then I'm just going to come in with my fingers and kind of toss them all together to make sure that they're all well coated. And then I'm going to spread them back out so they'll roast evenly. There we go. Make sure we get our little garlic cloves, and then I'm going to come in and kind of separate the layers of the leek a little bit. Make sure we get the back side of it, and the same with the last piece. Alright guys, I'm going to get my hands cleaned up and put these into a 400-degree oven where I'm going to let these roast for about 20 minutes or until they are soft but not too brown. So I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, I've already gone ahead and taken the roasted vegetables out of the oven, and I've got them sitting in a bowl over here to the side. Now I did let the potatoes go for 25 minutes instead of the 20, and I had to pull the garlic out at about 15, so you're going to want to keep a close eye on your vegetables. And about 5 minutes before they were done, I came over and put my 3 cups of vegetable broth in the pot, and I've been letting it come up to a slow simmer. At this point I'm going to add in my vinegar and the miso, and we're just going to stir this and let the miso dissolve. So make sure you get all that in there. And while I'm doing this, I would like to remind y'all of the Gamers and Geeks playlist that Death and I have going on our channels. If you would like to be a part of it, it's really easy. All you have to do is go out and make a cooking video, and once you've done that, post it to your channel, and then let either JPEG or I know in the comments section of our latest cooking videos, or if you're a part of our Discord servers, you can let us know over there as well. The only thing we do ask, guys, is that you mention the Gamers and Geeks playlist somewhere in your video, as well as leaving a link down in your description to the list. That way we can continue to support all the fine people that have already contributed to the list. Alright guys, well, I'm just going to continue stirring this until it's completely dissolved, and it shouldn't take very long at all. Alright, our miso is completely dissolved, so now all I'm going to do is add in all of the roasted vegetables. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my 1 cup of peas. Alright guys, I'm just going to let these peas warm up, and then I'm going to go ahead and use an immersion blender on it, so just for a few minutes. It won't take very long. Alright guys, these are already up to temperature, so what I'm going to do is drop my heat, and I'm going to come in with an immersion blender and puree this until it's smooth. Alright guys, I've got this all pureed up, so now all I'm going to do is put it into a serving bowl and take you over to my other counter and show you how to finish it off. Alright guys, so the last thing we need to do to finish this soup off is take a little bit of our heavy cream and just pour it around the top of our soup. That looks pretty good right there. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this Zaatar over the top as well. Ooh, that looks really pretty, actually. There we go. Now all we have to do is give it a try and see what we think about it. Alright guys, let's give it a taste, see what we think about it. It smells really good, and I love the smell of the Zaatar on top. Let's mix some of that in. Make sure we get a little bit of that seasoning. Oh wow, that's really good. You get the garlic, and I don't know if that's just because I use pretty big cloves of garlic, but I definitely get hints of the garlic in it. This Zaatar seasoning is amazing with it, and I like the heavy cream just floating on top. Oh yeah, I'm going to be making this one again. A lot. I think actually I'm going to add a few of these little oyster crackers to go with it as well, because I do like crackers with a creamy soup. Let's see how that does. Definitely. And I think if you made some homemade garlic bread to go with this, that would be a perfect addition as well. What would I change about it? Absolutely nothing. I like it just the way it is. I'll definitely be making this for my family again. That's going to be it for me for the day. If you guys like this video, leave me a comment down below. If you guys try this recipe out, let me know how it turns out for you. Remember to check out the Gamers and Geeks playlist, as well as my other Firefly cooking videos. I will leave links down in the description to them. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been MHawke. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.